Warning: the views and opinions expressed in this video are not those of a health professional. Please make sure to consult your physician before beginning a new health regimen. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome biggity back, y'all. Hey, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi. My name is Kelsi, and I'm here for you every Sunday and Wednesday to talk about my VSG journey. It's my hope that through these videos, you're able to find the answers to questions you've been looking for, or the path to choosing surgical weight loss is made that much easier. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. Today is Wednesday, May the 12th, 2021. And it is Weigh-In Wednesday. I hope you guys, once again, are having a wonderful week. If you guys haven't noticed, I have been going live here recently. It's new. It's something that I've asked you guys if you wanted to see, or if you wanted to experience, or if you were into live videos. And you guys really seem to be enjoying that. So if you're subscribed, or even if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell and to choose all notifications. Some of you guys are like, oh my God, I missed the live. I didn't, whatever. You guys have to make sure that you're subscribed to all my notifications, because it'll let you know when I'm going live. You guys are welcome to come on the live with me, talk, chit chat. We don't have to talk about VSG. We can talk about anything. You guys can ask me questions about anything if you want to. Whatever. I'm there for you guys. We're there to have a good sit down and talk. If you guys want to, join me on my next live. I don't know when I'm going to go live. It's definitely a spur of the moment thing. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. I would love to have you guys there with me. So we're going to go ahead and get into the topic of this week's Weigh-In Wednesday. And today we're going to talk about 10 things your surgeon is not going to tell you when you're preparing for your surgery or after your surgery. And the first one is old habits die hard. And I think I've spoke on this before. You can't have a surgery, boom, and then expect for everything to just change. You can't break habits that are 10, 20, 30, 40 years in rotation with one surgery. Your habits, you're going to have to break those by adopting and practicing new ones. Y'all gonna have to excuse my refrigerator. I don't understand why it's just in there talking or doing whatever it's doing. So you can't break years of bad habits overnight. This is going to be a continuous, progressive growth. It's going to take time and patience. And like I said, old habits die hard. They're going to stick around. It's something you're used to doing, but you have to change that. You have to break that. Number 2, you're not going to get your nutrition in the same way. You're not going to digest your nutrition the same way. Now, your surgeon and your dietitian, of course, are going to tell you have to eat a balanced diet, and you have to eat better, and you have to do these things better. But they really don't, at least in my case, they didn't hone in on the fact that, you know what? All of your nutrients are going to come from what you eat. So you can't eat the crap that you ate before your surgery, because you're eating to live. You're eating to fuel your body. You're eating to make, your progression better. You're eating to lose weight. So you really have to become mindful of what you eat. You can't mindlessly eat anymore. You can't sit and eat junk food, at least because I'm speaking about myself. I can't sit and eat junk food like I used to anymore. I really have to plan and take the time to, make my meals and to plan my meals and to make sure that they're wholesome and they're full of life. The food gives you life, and you have to make sure that you feed that you fuel what it is that your body needs. Number 3, the pain is not going to be as bad as you think it is. Before my surgery, I was so wrapped up in the fact or in the fear that I was going to be in just excruciating pain after the surgery. And at least for me, and I'm just speaking for my pain tolerance, the pain was not the hard part. Yes, it was painful. Yes, I was uncomfortable. Yes, my incisions hurt. Yes, there were things I couldn't do for, a couple of months. But the pain was not it's not the hardest part of this journey. And I've said this before, the pain is the easy part. It's what comes thereafter. It's the mental anguish and the depression and the transfer addiction and the food addiction battles and all the other things that come out the woodworks that you've got to deal with. And so the pain, I feel like, is manageable. The physical pain, it's the mental pain that you have to deal with. Number 4, you won't be hungry, but you're going to want to eat. Look, and in the beginning, of course, I didn't deal with that. I would say the first 4 weeks, I really didn't, have that hungry, want to eat feeling. But as time has progressed on and my sleep is getting, back to its normal rhythm and rhyme, I find myself wanting to eat things that I don't necessarily need or that aren't necessarily good for me. And all the time, I'm not hungry. And I think it's an interesting dynamic when you eat and you're like, oh, I could eat another bite, not because you're hungry, but because you feel like you need it. No one is going to tell you, like, when you're preparing for your surgery, like, you're going to have super head hunger and you're going to have to fight that. Because I think that we base so much of our life around eating that when we can't do it anymore, it's like, well, what do I do? And when you're not eating, you're thinking about eating. At least for me, in the beginning stages, at least in the first month, 2 months, hell, now I still think about eating when I'm not eating. But now I'm having to, as I stated, live by eating well. You are going to realize that losing weight is actually going to take hard work. I think I came into this thinking or feeling that the weight was going to fall off. It was going to be easy because I couldn't eat. My calorie intake was going to be low. I'm not going to be able to eat bread. I'm not going to be able to eat the nasty, junky, sugary, fat foods that I was eating before. So of course I'm going to lose weight. That's not the case. You have to actually put in work. You have to plan your meals. You have to count the calories and the carbs, making sure that you're not going over, a certain threshold of calories every day. That takes time, that takes effort, that takes persistence, that takes consistency. Because if you're not consistent with what you're eating, you're gonna fail and you're gonna end up like me. There were several days and I was like, oh, I don't even really get hungry, so I'm not going to take any food. So there I am at work, no food. I didn't bring anything, no lunchbox, no nothing. I just had myself, my water, and my vitamins. And I fell into that trap of, well, now I am hungry. I do feel hungry. What am I going to do now? And I ended up eating something unhealthy for me, and it put me in a bad position. I felt bad. I wasn't happy. It just wasn't good. You also are going to have to get active. You're going to have to get at least 10,000 steps a day. Even if it's just your normal daily activities, you need to hit 10,000 steps a day. And that's why I enjoy doing the Instacart. I do Instacart every day. I be out here like Instacart. I come home, I clean up, I do whatever. I walk at work. I do my step workouts as well. They're not high intensity, but they are definitely very, very, very fulfilling and very active. And as I mentioned, I am doing these step videos at home. It's called Get Fit with Rick. Y'all, I love them so much. It doesn't even feel like I'm working out, and it's not even really high intensity. It's definitely helping you to guarantee that you get the steps that you are needing for the day. They make you sweat, they get you moving, they release those feel-good endorphins, and I really, really, really like doing them. The next one is you might end up feeling kind of left out. And this didn't resonate until, I started realizing that the main part of going and socializing with your friends is going out and eating and enjoying an ice cream or a coffee or a nice little dinner with your friends. And I can't justify now spending my hard-earned money on a meal if I can only eat a tenth of it. Especially if it doesn't, like, I can't put it in the oven and reheat it well. There's just no point in me doing that. Birthdays and get-togethers, they all feel a little odd to me now because I feel like I'm less fun because I can't eat and I'm not the fun go out to eat partner anymore. Even when I'm with my family, everyone, I cook the food because I still love to cook, but I'm still not able to enjoy the food the way that I was before. So, I'll eat my little bit and then my family, they're still eating and conversing and I'm just kind of there like, and I don't want to leave the table because I feel like that's rude. And I eat as slow as I possibly can, but I feel like the slower I eat, the more full I get. But I'm typically the odd one out at, little potlucks or special events at my office because I can't eat that or I just have to eat my lunch. It's just an adjustment. So you might get to feeling like you're the odd one out. But, that's something that we're going to have to adjust to, right? Another thing that I feel like, your surgeon's not going to tell you is that you're going to be cold. For me, I was never the cold one. I was never the one wearing a jacket, never the one that had a blanket, never the one was like, ooh, why we got the air on? It's kind of chilly. But I realize now there are times when I am absolutely freezing. And I'm always like, hey, why is it so cold in here? And everybody's like, it's so hot. You're cold. And, and that's one thing that I've definitely experienced. Even at my home, my husband's like, we've just basically switched roles because he used to always be the one that was cold. And I was always like, oh, it's hot, sweaty, sticky. Just, let me cut on the air and the fan. And it's interesting, the dynamic now, because I'm typically cold and he's typically warm. The next thing is, and I've talked about this so much, understanding that the surgery was on your stomach and not your head. And you guys are going to be like, duh, Kelsi, we didn't have a brain surgery. We had gastric sleeve. I know. And I say that because food addiction and inappropriate eating doesn't go away overnight. And just because you're incapable of eating all the things you want to eat doesn't mean that you're not going to struggle with that. Doesn't mean you're not going to struggle with those feelings and wanting to do it and feeling like you need to do it, or, not having those things to battle those emotions with. That's still there, and your head is still having to deal with all of that, and it's rough. I didn't know that at any point in time in my life that I would ever be able to eat a meal and not have to eat for several hours later. I used to spend so many hours of my day eating or snacking, or I used to love like gummy bears and gummy worms. Like, those are like my thing, and I would eat those and enjoy those, and I don't even know who I am. And in the beginning, after my surgery, I spent all day thinking about eating. And at first, it was more than I realized. And then I began to journal and actually take account of the feelings that I was going through. And I was like, I think about food a lot. And I think back to pre-surgery, I thought about food a lot then too. I was just able to act on what I was thinking. There are days when I have cried uncontrollably, like unconsolably cried, because I've realized that I will never be able to eat an entire Little Caesars pizza and a side of wings and some crazy bread again in my life. And I think, I think that just, blows my mind. You guys are probably like, well, why do you want to eat that much? Because I like food, because I enjoy food, because I enjoy what food provided for me. And there's just sometimes where, I don't even go to my favorite restaurant anymore. And there's times when I think about, like, do the people that work there wonder if I died? Like, they don't know anything about me, but they knew that, they could always count on, Kelsi to come in and get her favorite entree or to order her favorite food weekly, sometimes multiple times a week. And, I think about things like that. It's weird. And I journal them and I write them down. And I went back and I was reviewing my journal. Like, I really, really, really think about this a lot. Like, I dissect this a lot. And, that's just the moral of the story, ain't it? Hey y'all, editing Kelsi here. I wanted to come and I guess summarize what I was trying to say because I didn't do a good job at it. What I'm saying is we, yes, have had surgery on our stomachs. And we no longer have that part of our body, but we didn't have surgery on our mind. So that part of our mind that is addicted to food, that thrives off of the endorphins that are released by eating our favorite foods, that part still remains. So we still struggle with that. We still struggle with the food addiction. I still struggle with the want to mindlessly eat and destroy my body. And so it's going to take time to get over that, to move through those motions. And people, and your surgeon isn't going to tell you, well, hey, you're going to have this surgery, but you're going to have the same mind. You're going to have a different belly, but you're not going to have a different mind. So the same mind that would tell you that it's okay to eat 4 pieces of fried chicken and then a piece of cheesecake, you're still going to have that mind. And that mind is still going to be there. You're just going to have to work to get that mind on the same page as your belly. And I think that is the meat and potatoes of it. That's the true understanding of knowing how to get your body and your mind on the same page. And it's an uphill battle, but it's so worth it. The whole experience is so enlightening, and I'm thankful for this journey. I hope that summarizes it better, because I damn sure didn't do a good job. The next thing, and I've talked about this in my other video, and you are going to, and this is something that your surgeon is not going to talk to you about either, you are going to run into the naysayers. You're going to have those people in the background who have negative things to say about you and your journey and your choice to choose, and your choice to consider or to have bariatric surgery. They're going to talk about you taking the easy way out, who turned their nose up at the fact that you went out and you had a bariatric surgery. And you're going to have to learn how to navigate that successfully. I'm blessed that the people, my support system, have been nothing but positive and great. And then I have you guys who continuously build me up and feed me and pump me with so much positivity. So even on the days when I'm not feeling good, I definitely have you guys. I feel like you guys are just in my home with me and you guys support me. That means so much to me. But you will learn in your journey who is in your life a true non-judgmental friend. People that you've known for years are going to be dismissive of you and your feelings and your excitement and your utter just uncontrollable positivity about the decision that you've made to change your life. And they're not going to want to hear it. They're not going to want to be a part of what you got going on because they don't support what you're going on, what you have going on. And a lot of times those people are just miserable individuals. And they just may not need to be in your life. And that's okay. But one thing about this journey that it has shown me, and I'm going to be real, there was a young lady who has also had the VSG surgery, and she's not doing too well. And, you know, before the surgery, she was very supportive, very open with me. She would talk to me, she would give me advice, she would answer questions for me. And now it's like she doesn't have anything to say to me. It's like she doesn't support me. If I think I posted something on Facebook, I think something I cooked, and she's like, well, I thought we weren't supposed to have that. And why are you eating that? It's gonna make you gain weight. And I just ended up deleting the live because I was like, why is she commenting this and being so negative when she's struggling herself? But then I came to the realization is the reason that she's being so negative is because she's unhappy and because she's miserable. But that lets me know that she doesn't need to be a part of my journey, and I need to leave her where I found her. And I also just want to give this a side note. I want you guys to know, and this is something that your surgeon's not going to tell you either, this is not the easy way out. Weight loss surgery is not easy. Nothing about it is easy. Nothing about it is fun. Nothing about it is glamorous. Nothing about it is going to be warm and giggles and rainbows every day, all day. And that's okay, because that's a part of a journey. No journey is perfect. No journey goes unhinged. No journey goes without, a couple of potholes in the road. I want you guys to feel empowered and positive and happy about the decision that you make, whether it be bariatric surgery, whether it be losing weight naturally, whether it be neither. If you just want to stay, you can be who you want to be without any of this. My main goal, and I've mentioned this in a few lives, y'all, I don't know how long I'll be on this platform. I don't know how long I'll make videos. I don't know if this is a permanent thing for me. I don't know how long my presence will be here on YouTube. My prayer is that through these videos, that somebody, if I help one person, if one person is able to take 1 ounce of positivity or reinforcement or reassurance that what they are doing or the choices that they're making means something, and that they take that and they keep that and they hold that for themselves, then my job, my purpose for these videos are done. I want you guys to know that I support each and every one of you guys. I thank you so much for being here, being part of my journey. I am coming to a point where I feel like I'm losing content. I feel like I'm losing things to talk about. And it's not that, I don't have things to talk about. I feel like, there's certain things that I'm going through now, or that I've reached a certain point in my journey, that I may need to take a step back and just allow my journey to kind of, like you do you're pumping, you're working, and then you get up to the top of that hill, and it might just be time to coast a little bit. And I still want to share, with you guys, and I'm still going to be making content, but I don't want you guys to be like, okay, well, it seems like she's repeating herself now. And that's because I am. A lot of the stuff I am repeating because there's people who haven't watched my earlier videos who are just here now. I do, I want the best for everyone, and I hope that you guys are able to take something from my videos. I hope that you guys are able to build, and it makes your decision easier. That's the only reason that I'm here. That's the only reason that I make videos, for myself and also for people like me who are stuck in that decision-making phase, or who have had the surgery and there's no one they can talk to because maybe they're keeping it a secret, or maybe they don't, know who will judge them. I'm not going to judge you. I am going to go ahead and get into why you guys are here. And that is my weigh-in. Good morning, you guys. Today is Wednesday, May the 12th, and we're going to go ahead and get into our weigh-in this morning. So let me wake up my scale. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. $278.6. I do believe I've hit a stall. I've been at the same weight for about 2.5 weeks now.
I'm not going to get discouraged. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep pushing, and we'll see where we're at next week.
All right, you guys. So you see, I do believe I have hit a stall. I have not lost any weight in I think about 3 weeks. I'm not gonna lie, I was very discouraged when I stepped on that scale. Very, very, very disheartened. Very just like, what am I doing wrong? Um, I've been documenting and like to a T, planning my meals every day, getting in everything, and I'm still not dropping that weight. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to up my physical activity. I don't know what it is. I have done a little bit of research, and there is a anywhere between 3 and 6 month stall. So maybe I'm there, but I'm still overly excited at the fact that I've lost 51 pounds. So we're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep chugging on because we're the little engines that could. So if you're in a stall right now and you're not losing the weight that you feel like or you wish that you could lose, I wish you well. I send you positive vibes. Keep your head up. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna break the stall, and that scale will start to move again. If you have not and you would like to be, please hit that subscribe button. Become a member of my family. Come on in, bring it in. Come on, y'all already know. Give me a hug. I love you guys so much. Be praying that the weight loss VSG gods will shed some of these pounds off in the next week. I'll see you guys on either Thursday or Sunday, maybe a little bit more. I don't know. It depends on how well everything goes, or how quickly I can get the content edited. Either way, you guys will see me again this week for either Sit Down Sunday or Tasty Thursdays. I love you guys so much. 10K baby, and I will see you in the next one. Also, if there are any questions or anything that you guys need help with, or anything that you guys want to see a video on, drop it in the drop it in the comment section down below. Let me know. I would love to answer questions. That's another good thing for you guys to come on my live for. I do answer questions in real time on lives. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I've talked for 25 minutes. I try to do short videos, it never works. All right, you guys, check you later, alligator.